Okay, so standard tuning for this one, E, A, D, G, B, E. And there may very well be like some type of micro pitch difference thing happening with the recorded version. So if you're trying to play along with that, it might sound a little funky. So it's just a little bit off, but I'm just going to keep it in a straight up standard here just for our purposes. And this initial intro progression here bleeds into the verse a little bit, but kind of the main riff. We start here with just like an E shape. All right, so we got the open E, 2A, 2D, 1 on the G, and that's about all we really want. All right, and we're just down strumming right on tempo. All right, and we get to about 7 of those, and then we slide up to kind of this different voicing of the E, where we want to kind of mute the A, so just you can keep your middle finger on that, but just lightly touching it so it just stays muted as we're strumming. But we want this muted A, keep the open E, and then we have this 6D and the 4 on the G. So now we're just basically kind of like adding that extra B note. If you happen to hit the open B under it, that's fine too. It's just an octave there. And even if you hit the open high E, it's not a big deal. But just kind of looking for that. Alright, and then basically we're just going to like kind of switch the bass note and like the beginning chord here. Now we want this A major 7 sus2 kind of vibe. You could do a regular A major 7, it wouldn't be a big deal, but I kind of like to keep the open B there. But really just looking for like the open A, the 2 D, the 1 G. So a lot of shared notes going on there, but we're just kind of switching in for like an A vibe now, which makes it like a major 7 sus thing going on. And same kind of down strumming, same timing, maybe about 7 of them. Now we're going to slide up to that same spot, the 6D 4G with the open B, keeping the open A with it. Okay, so strumming on that, same deal, about 8 times. Alright, and now we kind of do like an alternate run through where we switch just slightly the initial chord, which is instead of doing an E, now we want a major 7. So basically we're just going to take that 2 on the D and make it a 1 D. So basically we just like bar the 1 on the D and the 1 on the G now, and have that 2 on the A and the open E. Okay, it's just a major 7 thing going on now. And we strum it just like we did before, slide up to the same exact spot. It's just that subtle little difference there. Okay. Slide up to the 6 and 4, muted A. Then we just go right back to the same A major 7 to the slide up that we did. Little variant with this is at the end of that kind of 6 with the 4 and the open A, that strumming, is we strum about 4 of them, and then we can add in this little bit on the G string here where we go make it a 6 for a few strums, and then just lift back off on the 4. So we would go. Okay, so that's kind of like the little twist with that, the A section there, and you would basically just go through those 4 different kind of chords shapes and just cycle them. Eventually once the verse comes in, it kind of gets a little simplified where we just kind of strum the chords. We don't really do the slide up, so we just strum the E. Okay, just keep right on it, then to the A major 7, and you can throw in like that. You definitely hear the 2 on the B now with this. Then we go to our E major 7, so that 2 on the D1 with the 1G, 2A, open E, and then just to the A major 7 again. Okay, so it kind of chills out a little bit for the verse there. It'll eventually kind of get back to the initial sliding progression and all that jazz, but then we get this little lead that comes in where we just stay on the B string really, and we go 7-5, 7-5, 7, 9, 7. Okay, do that one a couple times. And then we kind of make it a little different here where we go 7/4, 7/4, 7/9/7. And then back to the original one. Alright, and we get to the bridge, which is just some minor chords. Start here at the F sharp minor, the 2 E, 4 on the A and D, 2 G. It's about all you really want of it. And it's just strumming that out, you know, 8 measures, or yeah, four strums times 4. And after that we move to a C sharp minor, so just 4A, 6 on the D and G with the 5B. Same deal there. Back to the F sharp minor, to the C sharp minor again. Go between those chords like a few times, and then the final run through we do the F sharp minor, and then just bump it up 2 frets to the G sharp minor for the 4E, 6 on the A and D, 4G. Alright, and other than that, there's just a little outro lead that happens, and it's just this funny kind of like country bend at the end, where we'll be on the B string, we just do a bend at the 12 all the way to the top, kind of hold it, hit it again, and release it. You can come off to 9 on the B. And then you can just kind of bounce around between some notes, like you could do the 11G to 9B. Or you could do like the 11G to 9G. Just playing around with that kind of, that E major scale there. Playing around with that, and do that all the way out through the end, and you should be all set.